Hi Soul Family, this is Mimi with Divination by Mimi and welcome to your new moon in Taurus, April 2017 Tarot and Oracle reading. Just a tiny bit of astrology this time around because I cannot find my aspectarium, but as you've probably felt it, Mercury's been in retrograde and will go direct on the 3rd of May. Also, Venus did go direct on the 15th. You might still feel some effects of that, kind of looking backward, reminiscing about old relationships, old habits, perhaps old ways that you handled your finances and things like that. That's not uncommon. But about the beginning of May, things should be back to normal. There are still some other aspects out there that will be affecting us, including the retrograde that is still happening now. That includes Pluto's retrograde and all of the various squares with Saturn. And also there is a conjunction, or there has been a conjunction with Venus whilst she was in retrograde and getting ready to head direct in Pisces with Chiron. You've been feeling some of those old wounds from the past, perhaps healing them, which is a great opportunity for that. In addition, there will be a conjunction with Uranus and hold on. Dang it, I wish I had my aspectarium in front of me. Uranus in Aries. And Uranus is still making that conjunction with Jupiter in Libra. And the North Node will be moving out of Virgo and heading into Leo, which will be a lot less about retrospection, reflect, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll be much less about this perfection, this need of perfection and honing and even putrefaction of releasing of sloth, of death, of old ideas and old concepts so that we can hone ourselves and be the best version that we can of ourselves in this incarnation so as to learn for the next. But moving into Leo, which will be a much more buoyant, fun, self-expressive time. So it'll be a wonderful time to take advantage of that. So all this is coming up in around this time and into May, so good stuff to look forward to. A lot of this painful remembering, feeling deeply, and miscommunication will be coming to an end. So that's good news. So with the new moon in Taurus, you'll be feeling about things that are kind of about sensuality, your home, things that make you feel good, you feel secure, you feel taken care of. Things that have to do with beauty or beautifying things. Venus rules Taurus, so Venus being the goddess of beauty and of value, of course, but also of growth, development, of the highest order, the kind that helps you evolve to the next level. So I kind of reiterate once again that this year, and particularly this season, eclipses are coming up again, retrogrades aplenty, lots of strange aspects. Again, Saturn is right there conjunct with the galactic center, making squares with all the big hitters. So there's a lot of feeling going on, but with that, just like with any kind of difficult time, growth comes of it, and we ascend. We become better people, better honed, stronger, maybe kinder, maybe more compassionate. All right, so I'll shut up with that. I'm going to do the 3-card pull based on the supernal triangle or the top 3 sephira of the Kabbalistic Tree of Life or the top 3 placements of the Kemetic Tree of Life. Kabbalistic Tree of Life, this would be Keter, Hokmah, Binah. This would be Kemetic, the Oser, Oman, Tahuti, and Sekhert. For our purposes, this will be the superconscious, conscious, and subconscious mind. And I am using the Thoth or the Tahuti deck. If we need clarification, we have the cartouche available as well as a couple of types of runes. So, with the moon being, it didn't like that one, with the moon being new in Taurus, new moons being the time to plan for manifestation, for growth, for bringing things in as opposed to banishing them. This is the time using the energies of Taurus to consider perhaps taking on projects, working magic about taking on projects to improve one's beauty, the beauty of one's home, one's finances, improving finances, making that a focus. So don't be surprised if you're pulled in the direction of starting goals along those lines. And with this aspect, with this new moon being about manifestation, in Taurus, the sign of value and beauty and sensuality and definite earthliness, you might find that your goals tend to be around that type of thing. All right, last shuffle. Split. First, we will pull for super consciousness, Keter, or Osirum. All right, super conscious. Ace of Discs in reverse. Conscious mind, science, Six of Swords, excuse me, in reverse. All cards in reverse. Subconscious, completion, Four of Wands in reverse. So let's take a look at superconscious. Aces, as we know, upright or in reverse, have to do with the very root of the nature of the suit, the discs being earthly things. So we're talking here health, finances, not unusual this time with a new moon in Taurus. But we did receive it in reverse. So with this particular card, there's a lot that Crowley and Lady Frida Harris invested in the symbolism of this card, particularly in the center. You see the famed 666 number of the beast, Master Therian, Megatherian, excuse me, inscription, along with the tetragram and various other symbols of wings in the correct Kabbalistic colors if you follow the Kabbalistic tree of life. And it would indicate the beginnings of something fruitful as it relates to this earthly realm. Health, finances, sensuality, love, home, things like that. In reverse, this is indicative of either an unwillingness to take the first step, and again, the reason the unwillingness is there could be because we are still in retrograde with Mercury. So let's say, for example, you're looking to purchase a house, you are looking to make a big investment in improving your house. On the physical side, let's say you are looking to join a gym or get cosmetic surgery, things along those lines. There's a hesitance with the ace in reverse, and I'm thinking it might have something to do with Mercury in retrograde. Mercury in retrograde is, again, indicative of hold on, don't make big decisions, don't sign on the dotted line. Moon in Taurus, new moon in Taurus, is about all of the things that can cost us health and finances. So really, I don't think this is a bad omen necessarily at all. I think this is us showing caution appropriately. So again, tax season just ended, so we might be looking at first and second quarter finances and going, maybe not such a good time to put a new addition on the house or a new roof on the house. And also with Mercury in retrograde, that energy of wait and see is kind of there too. But you know, don't fret. This is something that can be turned around quite easy. Superconscious and God source is telling us that energy is here, the availability is here for us to start new projects, as it always is. New moon, manifestation, planting new seeds, the time to start new things and to bring them to fruition. I think the reversal on it is just waiting. Now, in our conscious mind, we receive the Seven of Swords, swords being a pretty tricky suit to begin with, not the most happy. Six. Six, however, is a harmonious number, numerologically, and in addition, this card's intention is science, meaning using what you've learned from the previous 4 sword unpleasantries, 5 unpleasantries of the sword. Swords tend to be unpleasant. Using them to your benefit so that you can move on. So if you notice, reverse or upright, if you notice, it's 6, which is a harmonious number, and then there's the cross there, kind of the Rosicrucian cross, which we know, if folded up, becomes a cube, hypercube, one of the 5 Platonic solids, which basically talks about you taking what you've learned and using the power of swords, wind, air, logic, rationale, yetzirah, right? That power, and saying, okay, I'm not going to become emotionally attached to those things that have occurred in the past. I may have felt things about them, they may have hurt tremendously, but instead I'm going to take the harmony of 6, the intellect of air and the swords, And I'm going to use the science sort of indicated here with the square, the cross, the Platonic solid indicated with the Rosicrucian cross. I'm going to take that power and take the next step rationally, logically, down the middle pillar, the equilibrium pillar. Not pulled to the left, not pulled to the right. Taking the middle harmonious path and making a decision. Now, in the conscious mind, we got it in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse is not indicative of anything other than a lessened energy, a weakened energy. So again, we could be feeling the effects of the retrogrades, the multiple retrogrades that are occurring, but particularly Mercury. We could be feeling some kind of self-doubt, perhaps due to something that's occurred in the past, and we'll look at what's going on over here in the subconscious in a moment with the Four of Wands in reverse. Excuse me. But I tend to think that this is more an insecurity, as it is in the conscious mind. I think the inclination is there to do as I just described, to take what's occurred emotionally in the past and then rationally apply that to future endeavors so that it is not, so that it's equal and harmonious. It's in the pillar of equilibrium, right down the middle. Calm, rational, the most effective, the most productive way to get things done. I think in reverse here what we're looking at is perhaps questioning our ability to do that. This card is also Mercury in Aquarius. Not an unhappy placement for that planet. Aquarius is logic, ruled by Uranus and Saturn, but ruled by Uranus. Very air, very logic, cold, clear thinking, pure thinking. Mercury is a similar planet and energy, however, it does have a bit of a it's less staid. It's think of a Gemini, and actually even a Virgo, each ruled by Mercury. They tend to have a nervousness about them, a worrying about them. They ebb and flow like crazy. They can change their mind at the drop of a hat. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, obviously that shows flexibility and fluidity. It's a very beautiful thing. But that in this situation, when it comes to taking what didn't work in the past and creating something productive from it in the future using logic, that mercurial energy might not serve you in this situation. So I think what Divine Source is trying to indicate here, the collective is trying to tell us collectively that we needn't let this, again, Mercury's in retrograde. This card has a Mercury rulership in Aquarius, but don't let Mercury take all the love here. Let's rely on the Uranus, the cold, clear, not mean cold like cruel, I mean cold, clear, no bullshit logic of Aquarius, of Uranus and Aquarius. And just remember, yeah, maybe I wasn't good at math when I was in 6th grade, but I'm not in 6th grade anymore. And math hasn't changed. Numbers are still numbers. Things are still things. No bullshit, no drama. Let's just get to the bare bones of what we need to do, what changes we need to make, and we can do it if we don't question ourselves and we don't waver and use that mercurial energy, but instead rely on that cold, hard Uranus, Aquarius energy. Not hard in a bad way, but just facts, ma'am. Go with the facts. Okay? That's what that's telling us. So something's coming. There is the energy and the spiritual indication of desire for something new to happen. In the conscious mind, we know we have what it takes to make that happen. Yeah? But we are, because it's in reverse, it's either waiting on the energies of this Mercury ruling planet in retrograde, or it's some kind of an insecurity that we have. So just stay cool. This will come. This will come as well. This will come faster and more easily when this gets turned the right way around. So rely a little less on Mercury, a little more on Aquarius. And if it means waiting till after the 3rd of May before you make the big jump, then do it. But just have faith in the fact that something good is coming. I'm already going on. Sorry. Okay. Lastly, subconscious. We received the Four of Wands in reverse. This is the completion card. This is Venus in Aries. Now, although they're lovers in mythology, it is not really a very good mix. Not compatible energies in the least. Aries is ruled by Mars. It's the war god. It's fast-moving, hot, fiery energy. Now. Venus is, but let's take some more selfies. And do I look good in this dress? Or do we have enough money? Or let's move the couch around. I just don't have a good feeling about how things look. And Aries is, no, let's go now, 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 now. That's kind of the combination here, okay? With completion, the predominant color here, and I'm speaking Kabbalistically, not Kemetically, is green. Green is definitely Netzach, and Netzach is definitely Venus, okay? That's got good attributes and bad attributes. It's the 7th Sephirah. 7 is not a harmonious number. It can mean agitation, irritation, and hence the placement of Venus in Aries. Not necessarily a good placement, okay? Not entirely bad, but not necessarily harmonious. Now it is a 4, which is a harmonious number, and it is Wands, that being stability. So what we're doing here in the subconscious mind is we're having a fight with ourselves about stability and the innate agitation to want to move forward and make change. Every card that's come up here has been in reverse. Again, I think this is the energies of the retrogrades, particularly Mercury. But a lot of it has to do with our own thinking, our own questioning. Could be the time of year, could be the planetary activity in general this year, and believe me, there's more to come. However, in this one, particularly in the subconscious, we have 2 desires going on, and this is pretty typical of all of us humans, period, of sentient life, period. We want stability, but we also want change. We crave that little, again, I'll use the analogy of a pearl, that little irritation of a grain of sand in an oyster that creates the beauty that is a pearl. That is what creates the beauty of completion, the stability and the beauty of Netzach. But it requires that slight irritation of Venus in Aries, of the number 7 being unharmonious. So I think what we're looking at here, and I don't really think we need cartouche clarification or runic clarification, I think what we're looking at here overall is things are about to happen. We want things to happen. We have a desire and an ability to make things happen. And truly, we do have the ability to do that and maintain stability. 4 is a harmonious number. But everything seems to be in a waiting pattern. Again, could be the retrogrades. Could be the energies where we are because we just psychologically are kind of fucked in the head at the moment. The world stage is insane right now. It's like, what is it? This the tyrannical second coming of the Nazi Party, the Khmer Rouge? What the fuck is going on, you know, politically in Europe, everywhere. So it could be a feeling of discontent, of concern, of worry, of fear, you know, on a conscious and subconscious level for us collectively as humans as we watch the news, try to avoid it. It could be the planetary energies of Mercury. But we seem to be in a holding pattern, and you know, that's cool. Sometimes it's good to be in a holding pattern and to rest, get some sleep, to think on it. So unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot to tell you specifically other than good things are coming, they're coming soon, there's a desire for change. We have the capacity to make change from, or to take the hurts and the pains and the disappointments and failures of the past and logically turn them into something of value that we can appreciate in the future. It's just a bit of a calm waiting period. I'll use the term hotep, peace regardless. Peace of whether you're being skinned alive at the moment or you're hanging out in the Bahamas having a Molotov cocktail. No, not a Molotov cocktail, a Bahama Mama, something like that. Whether you're chilling and life is fab or you're literally, you know, being tortured. Peace above all. And that's kind of what this reading is saying, hotep. Hotep, my family. All right. Peace. Love you. I'll start uploading the astrological videos soon so that they'll be up for May. Again, apologies for my, my inability to speak well, and also my slowness in getting things up. I promise I'll get back on track. All right. Much love, everyone. You take care.